When in need of a digital wilderness to roam, concrete jungles to explore, or magical lands to scout, open-world games are the perfect escape from reality. So here are the 10 best open-world games that you're guaranteed to enjoy. This is Gameatology. Number 10. Red Dead Redemption. Upon its release, Red Dead Redemption was highly acclaimed by critics and gamers alike, scoring 95 out of 100 on Metacritic for both major consoles, PlayStation and Xbox. The storyline follows former outlaw John Marston in the western parts of the American countryside and northern areas of Mexico. Red Dead Redemption is presented through a third-person perspective and mostly takes place in 1911. The plot begins as John Marston is forced to hunt down his former associates under the pressure of crooked government officials. Plus, the Wild West of Red Dead Redemption is on the phases of the end of cowboys, outlaws, and frontier towns, and you're there, right in the middle of the new changes, as the Industrial Revolution is about to launch. Red Dead Redemption is a game on a colossal scale and an inhospitable land. The deeds needed for your survival will send you to all nooks and crannies of every location on your maps. Aside from being the 10th entry on this list in 2010, it was considered to be the top 3 best games. So surely, it spawned other games like Undead Nightmare and Red Dead Redemption 2 that was released in 2018. Number 9. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Available on PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS5, and the Xbox Series X, you've probably already heard or experienced firsthand the magnificent open world of Assassin's Creed's earlier versions. However, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is exceptional because it builds on the improvements made with Assassin's Creed's Origins, as well as Assassin's Creed's Odyssey. The setting of Valhalla takes place during the Dark Ages. As the main character Viking Eivor, your goal is to trek across England to find a home for your clan. Missions entail various ways to build your settlement, meet new friends, forge new allyships, dabble in politics to ward off war, and do a heck of a lot of exploring to find the secrets and treasures lurking in Old England. Number 8. Ghost of Tsushima. The year is 1274, when samurai warriors are the legendary defenders of Japan, but the defenders are forced to engage in a gruesome war as the fearsome Mongol Empire invades the island of Tsushima. And if you remember the might of the Mongolians, you're surely aware of how they wreaked havoc and conquered vast lands. Your character is the vast surviving samurai who rises from the ashes to fight back, but honorable tactics won't lead you to victory. You must evolve beyond your samurai traditions to forge a new way of fighting, the way of the ghost. And so, the last samurai is forced to wage an unconventional war for the freedom of his countrymen, and only you can save the day. Number 7. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. 7th on our list for the greatest open-world games, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which takes place in ancient Greece. In this series, you have the choice of playing as Cassandra, Alexio, the mercenary. You could sell your skills to either Athens or Sparta, as the story-rich main questline all interweave to leave you wrestling with personal revelation, as well as something mysterious, which will of course affect the entirety of the ancient Greek world. Although your character is a mercenary, of course you'll also have other mercenaries tracking you down to claim their bounty by taking your head. So be careful when you steal or kill. The more missions you engage in and successfully pass, you'll find yourself climbing the ranks of notoriety. And of course, an ancient Greek open world wouldn't be magnificent without mythical monsters to engage in combat. Plus, for the first time in an Assassin's Creed game, you have dialogue options to choose from, so you can finally decide whether your Misthios is an intolerable prick or a good Samaritan. Number 6. Horizon Zero Dawn. The spectacular open world of Horizon Red Dawn takes place in an era where mankind is no longer the dominant species, and machines roam the land in a lush, post-apocalyptic world where nature has reclaimed the ruins of a forgotten civilization. Aside from the vast vegetation, the wilderness is dominated by the machines, which are fearsome mechanical creatures with unknown origins. As you play as a young hunter named Aloy, who embarks on a journey to discover her destiny, you'll scout pockets of humanity by exploring their villages, or congregate with primitive hunter-gatherer tribes. Aside from the typical necessities of survival mode, your most daring parts of your survival will be hunting robots with an awesome array of weapons. These machines will take the player to breathtaking surroundings. Likewise, the side quests enable adventurers to traverse the entire map. Besides Horizon Zero Dawn, you'll also want to check the sequel, Horizon Forbidden West. Number 5. The Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild. Available on Nintendo Switch, we have The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, where you can climb all mountains and discover each nook, turn a fallen tree into a projectile, or even attach octopus balloons to a boat to float in the sky. Instead of quests propelling you around most of the map, you'll quickly adhere to your curiosity and venture off in discovering more downright intriguing landmarks. In turn, this will provide the chances to find out more about Zelda's world before Calamity Ganon struck. USA Today noted that you'd never want to put this game down, and GameSpot claims that this game is truly a magical work of art you must play. Number 4. Grand Theft Auto 5. It's one of the most successful entertainment products of all time, and that's mostly due to its open-world extremities. Driving through the winding streets, taking advantage of certain adult clubs, skydiving, stabbing sharks with knives, tracking a serial killer, running from the police, or even holding your ground and fighting them. Players can virtually do anything in this game. With mind-boggling realistic aspects to GTA 5, players will experience fast, luxurious cars with options to customize their rides, easy access to air travel, fitness and relaxation spots like picturesque beaches and waterfronts, exciting music and entertainment, and even a thriving economy that even Joe Biden couldn't accomplish. Number 3. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely packed full of activities to keep you busy as soon as you step foot in its world. The story tells the tale of Dutch van der Linde's efforts to keep his gang afloat while trying not to succumb to his own ego, all watched by his loyal friend, Arthur Morgan. It's a tale of a gradually disappearing age of outlaws as civilization comes to the Wild West. This signifies the various opportunities of substantial rewards from people who will beg for your help. But if you choose, you can of course be a villain and simply rob people. In this wild world of Red Dead Redemption 2, you'll also be surprised of the range of deeds you could choose from. At one point, you might be trying to solve a murder, then the next stage sees the protagonist hunting for dinosaur bones, or even summoning vampire spirits from the void. Number 2. Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. You could play this game for 100 hours and still come across new adventures, hidden delights, and powerful bosses who need to be slayed, even if you never wander into villages or towns and only stay in the wilderness. You'll still only be able to explore 30% of the game. And speaking of slaying, there are loads of dragons. Along with a rich storyline that we might see on the silver screen one day, Skyrim offers a world so vast and bizarre. It's our number 2 entry, and a game you must play ASAP. Number 1. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. As The Witcher, you are a monster slayer in an imperfect world that makes for a perfect game. The undertone being that it's set an incredibly high bar for the future of open-world games. Welcome to the ravaged world where bloodthirsty, horrific creatures lurk in the shadows, and other more deviant monsters hide in plain sight among humans, yet still prey on the innocent. Your character is charged to do what Witchers do best: protect people by slaying the horrors that threaten humans, earn gold coin, and fully explore the map to learn all the secrets. After all, knowledge is power. Which item from this list have intrigued you the most, and which ones have you yet to play? Sound off in that little box called the comment section. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.